So let's be honest, who doesn't have problems? I don't want to hear it from someone over the back, you've got problems. Let us not be living in a life where we are all fur coat and no knickers. Let's show the undergarments or lack of, okay? Let's show it if we need to. So today I thought I'd go ahead and answer your dilemmas, because there are many of you guys who've been honest out there and like, you're wondering about finances, you want to know more about trading, you want to know more about investing, you just need to have some info or a little bit of direction when it comes to making some personal financial choice. I'm going to share with you my opinion and hopefully give you a bit of a steer or a kick up the butt if that's what you actually want when I talk about this kind of stuff. Now, I'll let you guys know I am not a financial advisor. Though I have a background in accounting and finance and have worked in the financial industry, it doesn't mean that I am your banker, okay? So anything I say, take it as you want to, but when you're taking it, it'll be great if you could leave me a like, because I'm about to put on my agony aunt glasses. Let's do this. So this isn't really a dilemma, but this is a question here. And this question is, what do you think of trading as a form of passive income? Okay, so I know that trading is currently really, really sexy. Let's not lie, there's been a lot of drama in the news when it comes to trading, whether or not it's crypto or Forex or GameStop and all these things that are flying around. A lot of people are becoming more interested in this method of making money. Let me tell you right now, trading is anything but passive. If you think you're just gonna be trading and it's just gonna make money without you doing anything, no, that's wrong. That is not how trading works. Trading is actually a very active way of making money. Now, a quick summary of trading, it is the buying and selling of financial instruments on the stock market. Now, I think when it comes to the kind of trading you're talking about is quick buys, quick sales to be able to make a profit. This may be by going long or by going short in the market, and there's a lot of speculation around this. You see a lot of people who trade penny stocks or people who trade on a daily basis. There are lots of people who make multiple trades a day, and it requires a lot of active work, which would be lots of analyzing of financial statements, listening out to the news about what may have happened within a company. It may be looking at PE ratios. There are a number of different factors when it comes to being able to trade effectively. Now, anybody can, buy some stock and sell some stock, but most people lose money. I believe they say that 80% of people who actually just trade lose money. It is not a passive sit back and let the coins roll in kind of thing. No, no, no. Trading is a very active thing that I believe takes a lot of research and understanding. However, if you're talking about investing or long-term investing, this is a great way to make passive income if you have enough money to put in and if you are willing to play the game of patience. I like to kind of see trading and investing as two different things. Both of them involve buying a financial instrument in the stock market, but when it comes to investing for the long term, you put the money in. It's not about speculation. It's about believing that the product or the stock or the bond that you've put your money into is going to be valuable over the long term. And if you want to make passive income, that would involve buying something that would give you a return, such as a dividend. But the whole thing with trading is that you buy quickly and you sell quickly, and whatever the difference between that buying or that selling is your profit, which you're able to capitalize and take home, or crystallize, I believe is the term that they actually use. Trading takes a lot of work, and if you know anything about traders who work in the financial industry, they're there when the market's open and they're there when the market closed. They just about stop for lunch. When I used to work in banking, the traders were the ones like, gotta go, the markets, and they'll be up at 5 a.m. They had to be there really early because trading is very, very active. You need to be looking at the screen. You need to be analyzing candlesticks and having your ear to the ground with what is going within a company or within the industry which you're buying and selling stocks for. This is very, very different again to long-term, more passive investing. However, if you are looking at investing in the stock market and you want passive income, you should definitely be looking at index funds as an option. But to let you know, with all investing comes risk. Do not put away or put in any money that you cannot afford to lose. It is not a game of gambling, and it is all about, you know, making smart decisions, but being aware that there's a huge chance of you losing your money. Do not get caught up in the hype and the wave today, because stock market prices can fluctuate intensely. That felt pretty serious, didn't it? Is cryptocurrency worth it? Damn, okay. That to me is kind of a loaded question. I think we need to start at the top and talk about what cryptocurrency is. So cryptocurrency is a type of digital currency that can be used for the payment of goods and services. We are already in and we are moving closer towards a world where people are very ready and willing to give you their goods and services in exchange for Bitcoin as a form of payment. So for instance, someone has a house and it's £1 million, but you say, do you know, I don't have £1 million, but I've got 10,000 cryptocurrency. And they may be like, you know what? I'll take your 10,000 cryptocurrency and you can have my house. There you have it. You have exchange of value where two people are actually willing to do that. And this is no different to living in a world where someone would give someone a barrel of hay for a jug of oil. It's the same principle of barter and what people consider to be valuable. And Bitcoin is definitely gathering more value and is a form of digital payment. Now, cryptocurrency sits on a type of technology called blockchain, and blockchain is a network of decentralized computers that manages and records secure transactions online. Now, the question you asked is it worth it? Well, this is really dependent on where you are in your financial journey and what your budget is saying. Don't know what your budget is saying? You might want to download my budget tracker. Join the community of smart budgeters. But on a serious note, yes, it is okay to invest in Bitcoin, but you really want to make sure you have your savings and emergency fund on lock first. If you don't have those things on lock and you've got expenses and you're not prepared for a rainy day, no, don't be putting your money into Bitcoin. That's just silly. Have you got debt that has a really high rate of interest that will outperform and actually eat into your profits? Then no, deal with the debt that has a high interest rate on it first before you think about investing, because when it comes to any form of investing, there is a huge risk of losing your money. Have you maxed out your Roth IRA, your pension? Have you got your money in index funds and other more secure forms of investment? If you don't, I would definitely look at more secure forms of investment before you look at buying Bitcoin. Now, cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin has been termed digital gold, and that is a nice thing to have in a portfolio that is fully rounded, and it can be used as a form of hedging strategy. A hedging strategy is basically to protect you from risk. So if you've got certain other asset classes that fall down or have a dip, you have other asset classes that basically prop you up or hedge you during those downturns. So when certain asset classes may be underperforming, maybe Bitcoin or maybe gold may do really well. If you have a fully balanced portfolio, you have a little bit of everything. So I would say that cryptocurrency and specifically Bitcoin is a good option to have when you have a fully rounded portfolio. But if you don't have the basics sorted out first, I would not bother going down that route just yet. So I need a bit of millennial coaching. How do you know when it's time to quit a job and move on? So I think there are 3 key times to know when you are able to leave a job. And the first time I think it's important to leave a job, or when you know you can leave a job, is when you have another job secured. Let's be real, this just quit your job, say deuces to the boss. I think it is not practical and realistic for most people. It's really important to secure an alternative source of income. If you've got children, if you've got responsibilities, you've got rent to pay, you've got life to live, it is a little bit irresponsible to just jump out of a job. And I know it's really, really hard to stay in a job that you don't like, that is uncomfortable, you've got a bad boss. I've been there, I've done it. However, it's really nice to leave the job knowing that you've got something to cushion you. Leave to be an Uber driver, a delivery person, work at McDonald's. It doesn't matter. What you want to do is make sure you have some options and some security. The second time when you know it is time for you to leave a job is where you feel like you've reached a plateau and there is no more opportunity for upward development. If you can see that your role is basically sideways, 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 bureaucracy, and there is no way that you're going to be able to progress as a career, and there's no one there who's willing to support you in your career progression, it might be time to move across. This is something that happens pretty often if you've worked at a company for many, many years. I first came onto my job within the graduate program, program, and I noticed that grads always had this very, very slow trajectory. Whereas when I met people who had come from other companies, even if they had the same experience, they seemed to end up in a role above and had more chance of progression. So if you feel like you're hitting this ceiling within your career, it might be time to move across. It might be also time to quit a job where it is affecting your mental and emotional health, because we cannot take life and health for granted. If the environment is toxic, if you shiver and you shudder every single time you walk into that office or put on that Zoom and your blood is boiling, it's not a good, healthy environment to be in. It's time to go. Toxic work environments mean less productivity. You cannot even be the best version of yourself if you really don't feel comfortable where you are. Again, looking at point one, you want to try and secure something, but sometimes if you can't and a job is impacting you, it might be time to be like, I've got to dip. I've got to go for my own sense of well-being, but try and have some kind of cushion to support you. All right, this one's a property question. How do you go about getting good credit scores so that you can one day buy a house? Yay! Okay, so the first thing I'd say is that your credit score isn't essential into being able to buy a house. Don't stress too much over credit score. There is other factors such as what you're earning and the size of your deposit that will impact your ability to be able to get a mortgage. Do not worry so much. However, if you are thinking about increasing your credit score, I have a full video on that. So, quick ways to improve your credit score. One is to register on the electoral roll. The government want to know where you are and that you are voting. This can actually impact your credit score if you are not registered to vote, so do it. This sounds obvious, but don't be late or miss any credit payments you need to make on any existing debt. If you have the debt out there, make sure you're paying it as much as you possibly can consistently and even early in some cases. Set up a direct debit and do not ignore overdue bills. Check your credit file. Make sure that there aren't any mistakes, any errors, someone else's debt on there, bringing your credit rate lower. There are mistakes that are made by the credit referencing agencies. Keep your credit utilization low, okay? It's fine to have credit, but don't be using all of it all the time to the maximum amount. That isn't good on your credit. It kind of looks like your expenses are more than you can actually handle. If you can keep it to like 25%, so let's say you have a £5,000 credit card and you only use £1,000 on a monthly basis, that's good. If you're using $4,999 every month, not so good. And if you want to, you can build up good credit by getting yourself a credit building card. A lot of people have poor credit, including myself actually, for not having enough credit. If all you've got is your phone bill or some really low amounts of credit from nothing of value, it might be worthwhile getting a credit card, depending on your personal circumstances, to then allow you to build a credit history because you might not have any. So guys, that is some of your dilemmas. I hope you liked some of my answers, and even if you didn't, that's okay. It's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. If you want to catch me, you can follow me over on The Break as well as my team. We have lots more resources over there, but in the meantime, we'll catch you later. Bye.